Hey, good night, guys. Good night, good night. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Just post in the group. Excuse the background noise. And yeah, not hearing anything. Try refreshing the page. But I'm seeing there's some people on. Seeing a couple of viewers on right now. Okay. Let me send another link to the group. Give me 1 second.
We find the defendant not guilty. But not guilty, that's amazing. How do you do that? It is amazing. All we had to do was adjust one client, Captain Taylor Madison.
Ladies and gentlemen, all this case needed was man's touch. Sorry, I'm just the messenger, not the misogynist.
Okay, I'm seeing a couple of people getting on here now. All right. I think that's Jalicia. Is that Jalicia? And I'm seeing Keisha as one of the names. Is that correct?
Hi, Stefan. It's
Hey,
Kenisha.
hey, Kenisha. And I'm seeing a Keisha logged on.
Thor's 91 seems better than the leading brand injectable.
All right. Well, at least the link is working and we can get started. I could just let me mute Keisha. Right. Yeah. Good night again, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Hangout tonight. All right. What we have a couple things that we want to go over. All right. Good night, Sheldon. Glad to have you with us. The Whoop Whoop man himself. So, what we're gonna do? We want to touch on some of the questions that we had today in the group. All right. But before we get into that, for the people who are online who are watching, I always like to have some type of interaction. If you can just introduce yourself to the other members who may be watching on, who are not on the panel, and really identify what is your goal, why did you decide to get started, and what do you see, what future do you see with this TLC franchise, all right? And if you can probably start with Sheldon, if you're online, just introduce yourself again to everybody. Let them know what's driving you right now, where you see yourself.
Hi, good night. Everybody hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
I could hear you loud and clear, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, guys. Sorry to be so late. Now routine there. Now routine. So I know what was said before. What drives me? What drives me? Well, the fact that TLC products works is one thing that drives me because I've been into internet marketing before. I mean, I'm not saying the products never worked, but um, this TLC is totally different. It's more family based. The compensation plan itself is a total difference. You understand? It's a win-win-win situation. You can't lose. The only how you can lose with TLC compensation plan is if you choose to lose with it. All right. And I'd always confess and tell to my I'm gonna give a simple example, right? I'll give a simple example. All right. There's nothing really to boast about, but I will still talk about it. I used to live month to month. I work with a government job, as most people know. My name is Sheldon Murty. I'm a correctional officer by profession. For those who don't know what correctional officer means, is a prison officer, right? And I used to live month to month. And I've been doing other marketing. Hello? Hear me? Everybody hear me?
Yeah, Shalon, we're
Hello?
hearing you.
Okay, good, right, nice. And I've been doing other marketing business, and with total life changes, it actually transformed me. I don't live month to month. For example, a typical example is this month, the government paid us on the 23rd of the month. And where I went to work and hear the officers talking about, oh, we get paid, which bank pay? And I just smiled. And the reason I smiled because I don't depend on my salary anymore. You understand? Because of what total life changes have done to me, they have actually transformed me. It's a total transformation that they've done to me, not only financially and not only health-wise, but mentally also. It's a total different because I decide what by being among the family that total life changes have, I tend to get rid of all the negative vibes, understand? And stuff like that. And that's why I was happy to know that Stefan asked me to be part of this, because I always believe that this team, this group, this new the second phase, because I always believe, watch me, you don't dam the bridge that you cross. You understand? And that's why I was happy that he contacted me and asked me if I was still want to be involved, or if I still want to work along with PHS and stuff like that, because I know where PHS take me. You understand? And I would like to say something. There's, in any business, any company, any, call it church, work, anything to organization, there's the ups and downs, there's the hurdles, there's the misunderstandings, there's all sort of things, right? But I always believe you do down bridge, and PHS and total life changes have transformed me and they have taken me to a level in my life that I appreciate, understand? And I'm willing to work with anybody because I don't hold grudges and I don't hold those kind of stuff, you understand? Because when you take time to deal with things like grudges and these little pettiness and things that bothering you, it holds you back from progressing in what you want to do in life. You understand? These things happen in any organization. So don't feel it happening in this organization that, that is it. You understand? You have to make the negative and change it into positive. You understand? So what I'm saying is that PHS and total life changes have transformed my life. The products are good, the compensation is good, and I'm continuing to work. The family oriented part of the whole TLC is what catch me. You understand? That you're coming in this company by yourself, but you're not by yourself. You understand? You always could call on somebody to assist you, somebody to answer a question for you, somebody that doing research that you're unable to do because depending on how you're working and stuff that could are able to answer your questions. You understand? And all these little simple knickknacks that put together that make me say what, man? This is what I want, this is what I believe in, and this is what's working for me. And I tell people I'm totally TLC. You understand? I ain't seen no other companies so far could pull me out of TLC. I've been asked by many other co-workers or other friends that tell me, hey, come and try this, but no. You understand? Because this working for me, why should I leave it? You understand? Because I'm gonna tell you something, yeah? I don't believe in jumping one thing. So if you have something other than TLC, coming to me is a waste of time. I don't believe in jumping because I also believe that if you cannot build a relationship or build an organization with one company, what make you feel you will build with the next? You understand? So it's a process in life that people need to understand. It's a process in life, and I understand all these different things. So I am building my relationship with all my clients, all my customers. You understand? So even God forbid the autumn that TLC decide to fall apart, I have a community of friends and clients that already believe in me because how I portray myself, how I keep in contact with them, how I communicate with them, how I build that bond with them. That if I say here what, so and so the case we go into now, they will follow. And that's the whole thing about it. Building a relationship. And I intend to continue to build a relationship with PHS and continue to build a relationship with Total Life Changes members and get this thing going because what many products work, as I said, the compensation work. And Stefan, sorry, but I just talk, so I'll cut off now so you can continue your meeting because if you limit to talk, nobody's going to say anything, right? So that's just my little nippet. Understand? But people watch me. Stay focused, be persistent, be consistent, and fulfill that dream that you have. Don't let nobody take that away from you, right? You have one life to live and live it in a joyous way. Understand? Because I am doing that right now. All right? Stefan, take it over. Hello?
Sorry, I was talking. My mic was muted. Sorry about that. But thanks again, Charlotte. I really appreciate that. Sharing from the heart as usual. The woman himself, Mr. Excitement, right? I mean, it's very important to have a why, to have a driving force behind why it is you're in business, why it is what is driving you, right? Business is not something for everyone, right? You really have to have a tenacity to get involved and to stick with it because there's going to be challenges, there's going to be hurdles that you need to overcome, and there were some questions that we're going to deal with, but I really want at least the people that is on the panel tonight to really share with you all, share with each other, your reason for being in TLC, for building this franchise, where it is you see yourself, that kind of thing. So Kanisha, I think you're next. If you can just share with the rest of the team, introduce yourself again, and share your views.
Good night, everyone. I'm Kanisha. I have been in Total Life Changes over a year, right? As Total Life Changes, as the name says, it changes your whole life. Firstly, everything in society right now is geared towards health. And our products, I mean, it have products that not just weight loss, it have protein, it have things for different ailments, which, you know, everybody support, all the needs of everybody supposed to actually work. Like if we have vitamins, we have anything. So it's something that I personally use, even if I don't target customers. I personally use it for myself and my family. And right, I enjoy hearing, you know, the results and seeing the results from my customers. That keeps me going with this business. Um, as Sheldon mentioned, you know, it is like a family, because even though, you know, I have personally recruited persons, I have met so many persons in this industry that, you know, kept close with me, and you know, we hit it off, and, you know, you grow, is like building relationships with others, right? My wife, for being a part of Total Life Changes at the beginning, was to, you know, become financially free and healthy, and encourage my family to do the same. And I mean, if I didn't take this step a year ago, I wouldn't have, you know, had the type of income that was coming in because of Total Life Changes. I mean, not taking a step means that I would not have reaped the benefits that I have reaped and continue, you know, a year after. I just want to encourage all the new persons on the panel who recently started. I'm not too familiar with everyone. That this is something you want to, you know, stay steady with. Yes, you may fall, as I do, you know, according to what it is that you're dealing with at that point of time. You know, you may falter with certain challenges in the business, but what I want to encourage you is never give up. You know, continue as long as you can, as long as the business could take you, because this is an awesome business and it is building. It's not just building in Trinidad and Tobago, it's building globally. And this is something that, you know, any global health business, right, in this type of nature, that, you know, we have, if you check the reviews, we are top in everything. So this is a business that you want to push and you want to be a part of, you want to enjoy, because it's not just, you know, network market. I mean, you're harassing people or you're begging people to buy your product. It's not about that. It's about growth, because I have grown a lot being a part of this. All the trainings, all, you know, the way how you think, everything has changed being a part of Total Life Changes. How I used to think a year ago, I no longer think that way. And I just want to say thanks to Stefan, because he's my upline and he's the one who introduced me to the business. Yes, Stefan, I may be giving trouble now and again, yes, but I know I will keep you know, going. You know, we will have little hurdles, but we all, you know, have to be focused and enjoy the journey around. Thanks, Stefan.
No problem, Kenisha. Thanks so much for sharing, and it really inspiring other people to keeping on. I mean, you're one of my first distributors who I came to, who got started in the business, and you have stood with me throughout so far. All right, and so thank you for that. Um, Anybody else would like to share on the panel? We have Jalicia, I believe, and Keisha. I think both of, I'm not sure who's Keisha, but I know Jalicia is from Tobago. Um, Feel free to share. Just unmute your mic and you can go ahead and share, you know, your reason for joining TLC before we actually go into some training and do a little masterminding moving forward.
Hi, good night, Stefan. Everybody else, Nicola here.
Oh,
Stefan,
Nicola.
it's me.
All right. I was seeing Keisha on the
Registered
panel
under
here.
a different name. Sorry about that.
All right.
But
All right. Cool.
I just want to say I'm proud to be part of this. With the continued support from Marisha and you both, I plan to become a product of the product. My children have already experienced great um health out of this using NutriBoost. So that's always my story. It's always my go-getter. And as they say, TLC really stands for Total Life Changes. It really totally changes your life financially and health wise as well. My almost my entire family is on this product right now. And thank you to Marsha for the continued support. I know I'll get there soon. And for you to taking this time out to do these little trainings. Thanks a lot. Good night everyone.
And no problem, Nicola, and I know probably this is your first time speaking on the Hangout, and I mean, you did well, and it's all that we require, sharing from the heart. I know for those who don't know, Nicola have a really powerful testimony with regards to the NutriBurst and her son. It really, really changed her life. So she's a product of the product. She believes in the product, and I mean that's what we want. We have great quality products, and it impacts lives. As you said, it gives you a total life change. So thanks so much, Nicola, for sharing with us, and we will continue to give you that support that you need, and anything that we need to do to help you and help everyone, as a matter of fact, build and grow. That is what we are part of. Right? So that's what we're doing here tonight. The whole goal is to help people elevate, to communicate with everyone, because this is a team, and to really move forward, it requires some teamwork. Right? It requires teamwork. You can't. No man is an island, and we need each other for support. Right? So thanks again, Nicola, for sharing. Jalicia, you're up. If you could just unmute your mic. Well, she probably stepped away. Nevertheless, we're gonna go straight into the some of the things we want to talk to this evening. Um, and then I asked a question earlier today with some of the topics that we can share on, and I got a couple of people asking about team building. What else I saw? Team building, how to network market, and so forth. Consistency, marketing. Right. So I'm hoping that for those who are on the panel and for those who are viewing, we have a couple of viewers as well. All right, who are not on the panel. If you can take out some type of notepad or something to take notes, because it makes no sense we actually talk and go into this if we're not gonna grow from the information and write down the information. So I'm just gonna give you a couple
Fun.
moments to do that. Hey,
Hi, Stephanie.
Jalicia.
Hi, sorry, I stepped away for just a bit.
Oh, yeah, you wanna go ahead and share?
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. Good night. Um, Good night. Didn't really plan to say anything much tonight, but basically, thanks again, Stefan, for re-inviting me again into PHS and TLC. Things have been slow on my end for a little bit because I had stepped back a bit, but at the end of the day, we are all dedicated. We all, as Tanisha said, we all have um, we will have falls and ups and downs and stuff like that. So now is my time to, just get back on the horse and start again. Basically, I had started TLC earlier this year, maybe in March, April. I had started on the HCG. I've had amazing results in terms of weight loss. And it also basically helped me to continue on this journey, because before it used to feel like a lost cause. So it just basically helped me to get back on track with that. Testimony from my mother also, she had started using Gano. I know that's a bit of a discontinued product, but she had started using that back like 2 months ago because she's a diabetes sufferer, and she has had such amazing results. She stopped taking certain medications just from Gano and exercise and diet alone, sorry, she has been able to lose weight, keep it off, and her doctor's appointments are great. She's raving about not necessarily raving about the products to the doctors, but the doctors are raving about the fact that her blood sugar levels and all of that came down so fast and so dramatically that they are impressed with her results. So like I said, I am now back on track with TLC, hoping to make a big impact, a big step forward soon. Thanking you guys again for the support and the encouragement continue moving forward. And yeah, TLC is great. You know, it's helped me to come out of my comfort zone also. I mean, I still need help and more push in that direction, but that is something I know that I've been lacking in. So that's something I'm willing to learn and grow on. So yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to share. And good night, everybody, again. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Stefan.
Hi, hi.
Hi. Probably Stefan.
Did I?
Let me just get into or somebody unmuted their mic, they wanted to speak. I'm not too sure I've seen SHS. Right. Probably unmuted it by mistake. Yeah, so we want to get right into mute. Yeah. We want to talk about moving forward with this Powerhouse Syndicate movement and total life changes. And guys, what I can tell you is that one of the biggest things in business it comes back to is leadership. All right, leadership is very very important, and there's a saying that goes like this: everything rises and falls on leadership. So the goal here, I mean, with this new team, this new relaunch is really to focus on developing new leaders, right? I believe leaders, you are a leader once it is you recruit one person to this business. So if you intend, or let me put it this way, if you intend on building a big business, you're gonna have to develop some leadership skills. All right, it's inevitable if you look at anybody that is successful in business or in this industry of network marketing. You need to have or develop the ability to lead others, right? And that is only gonna come from
Everybody, anybody there?
I'm here. I'm here. Probably Stefan get cut off. If anybody wants to probably talk about a testimony by the time, they could probably talk about a testimony that they had using the products until Stefan get back on. Okay?
hey guys, could you hear me good?
Yes, Stefan.
Okay, sorry about that. Not sure what happened there, but everything just froze. That's technology for you, right? All right, cool. All right. Yeah, so I was saying, in terms of moving forward, the whole goal is to develop new leadership or develop leaders in our team, right? And the only way we can do that is by really emulating good leadership, people who are successful leaders in this industry. All right. When you look at some of the people who are making a lot of big money in the business, the Holton Buggs and the people, the trainers like Eric War and Dale Calvert and so forth. Leadership is very, very important. All right. It hinges on you developing yourself as a person, right, in the areas of um, well, but not in the areas, but via books and CDs, right? As much as you possibly can, get yourself on material. I mean, because there are so many aspects to this business that is going to help, or you're going to improve that aspect by really developing yourself through books and CDs and stuff like that. Right? At the I don't know how many of you were at the event on Saturday with Stormy Wellington. Very, very powerful event. And I mean, she really brought it home. She spoke from the heart and told you exactly what it is she did. She did. But I don't know how many of you all had the opportunity to see some of the material she had. She actually has a book. I don't know if you could see this. All right. I haven't quite gotten into it as yet, but it's called the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Recruitment. Right? And this is an example of developing leadership skills by reading, because there are some things inside here that she's the number one female network marketer in the world. Right? So there are some tips that is inside it that you can get from her that you could apply in your own business. Right? And this is how you really develop yourself. It's no real secret. The everything in this industry, it has been done before. There are people who have made and who are making tens of thousands of dollars, who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. All right, so the information is there. What we just need to do is tap into that information, you know um, keep developing ourselves and our skill sets so that we can improve and become better leaders, and we could now translate that information into our own material and share it with somebody else. And that's exactly, I mean, I'm no different, or nobody here is different from anybody. You may look different, sound different, have different skills, personalities, but in terms of the what can be achieved, right? There's We all have the same potential in us to achieve the same thing, right? It's just a matter of thinking, right, and how it is we think. So one of the things I want to encourage you, because I saw the questions in team building and stuff like that, is really look at people, study people who have built big teams, right? Study people who are very good in network marketing and see what it is they're doing. Get the material. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. That's one of the things that we fall short in that we are afraid to spend money, especially on ourselves. We would quicker spend money on food, fast food, that kind of thing. But when it comes to investing in yourself, something positive, we kind of hold back or shortchange ourselves. But what I want to encourage you guys who are listening and who are on this panel is that you want to really get as much information as you possibly can, educate yourself, become better, right? Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and stuff like that, and it's going to help you really elevate your thinking, because as you become a leader and as you develop as a leader, right? Just like myself, I have a lot of flaws, with regards to leadership and stuff like that. So I mean, everybody here has to develop ourselves by really delving into some more personal development, um, reading stuff that will inspire and motivate, because it's a task sometimes, But the more you do it, and when you develop the ability to teach others now, it's going to become a little easier, right? Developing other leaders to do the same thing that you can do. So I just wanted to focus or share that with you all, right? With regards to really moving forward in the business, because it's going to help you change your mindset. It's going to help you deal with challenges as well when they arise. And that's one thing in business, when I first got started in in TLC, there were so many challenges. Shipping, getting products here, some people packages getting lost, that kind of thing. And it was so easy at that time because, I mean, there's no success stories. There's no people who could say, it was working for them in this local market that you could say, you know what, forget it. But because of, for me, a little background, from, before with developing with our books and CDs, it helped. So that's the only thing I can share with you. That's the only thing that will help you now deal with some challenges that you will be facing, right? But the key is to keep surrounding yourself, around these things as much as you possibly can, right? Because negative is always around us. Um, we can't eradicate negative. The only thing we can do is dilute it, right? So these things is going to help you dilute it. So I just wanted to share that with you in with regards to strategies for moving forward, like for team building and stuff like that. We have some systems in place, guys, and I really emulate what this guy, or like what this guy Dale Calvert said, and I encourage you to follow him. Don't just take it from me or anybody. Go. I mean, this guy Dale Calvert, TLC, highly recommends him. Sorry, I think every week he has like
Did you just repeat him again?
Dale Calvert.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay,
name and tell
thanks.
me, right? Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Right, Dale Calvert. Right, go and research this guy. I think he has his website is. Don't quote me on it. I'll get the website and share it in the group for you. But this guy Dale Calvert, he develops a lot of systems, and he believes in developing systems to help people build their business, especially in network marketing. He has developed a lot of systems and has helped his team develop 6 and 7 figure earners, right, during his time period. And he believes in utilizing the same approach, the same systematic approach for business, especially network marketing, because as what he said, any successful franchise, there's a system so that it's easily duplicatable, right? And that's one thing that network marketing is built on: duplication, right? You getting started in your own franchise, having customers and so forth, and also encouraging others to do the same. As you duplicate that, you then generate residual income, and that's what we really like. All right, that income that comes month after month, well, week after week for TLC, month after month, and so forth. So, in order to get that duplication going, and you need to have systems in place, and that's what he talks about, and that's why we, Powerhouse Syndicate, we have some systems in place for that. We have, I don't know how many of you would have gotten, or by now you should have been able to see the systems, but we have about 4 or 5 different systems from the moment you get started, what you need to do, from recruiting. Some people talk about recruiting, some people talk about customers and so forth, right? There are systems in how to deal with these things as you get a customer. I mean, that's one of the things I would encourage any new person, even if you're not new, to keep focusing on, which is customers, because customers is what really drives the business, right? And from customers, you get a lot of people who are interested in the business. And great example was Nicola. Nicola actually was a customer first before deciding to join the business, and it creates, it's easier, one, to convert a person who's a customer first and who's already believe in the products and services that we have, than just trying to convert somebody else who hasn't, right? So customers, we have something for that, customer retention and so forth, right? So what I want to encourage you guys to do, is really focus on those systems and duplicate it, right? Share it with new people who come on board so that everybody is doing the same thing. That's the way you develop teams. A lot of things, a couple of things that I've learned now, based on where I was last year to now, is, and some mistakes, of course, that I would have made, is in building a team or team building. you need to have that personal touch, and that comes back to actually having physical events, having get-togethers, team builders, and so forth. I mean, Sheldon said it really good when he said building relationship, because that's how you build relationships in network marketing, right? Really coming together, because a person really doesn't. At the end of the day, a person will value your time and how much you care about them versus anything you could possibly tell them. So that could only come from getting to know that person, right? And really building those little relationship with them, hang out. I remember in the early days we used to go. I mean, this team, a couple of the leadership used to go have lunch. Not lunch, sorry. I think we went for breakfast and go hang out and that kind of thing. And you will find that when you do those things with people, they remember those things. Right? Those things last longer. So even, let's say, God forbid, and Sheldon said it too, something was to happen for TLC, because you would have developed a relationship with these people, right? It's more than just business. Is actually a friendship, and everybody in this together and we're moving. If something was to happen, you already have that relationship. It wasn't just about TLC and I'm making a commission and that kind of thing. And that's why you see with a lot of leaders, you might see people who come into TLC or any business as a matter of fact, and they make it big. And it's not because that they did some kind of magic trick or anything, but it's because they actually have a following. They would have taken the time to develop that over a period of time. It's not something that's going to come just like that, but they develop relationship and stuff with individuals. And over time, trust was developed. And because that was developed now, it's easy for a person to follow somebody like that into anything. And that's why you see sometimes somebody moves and people move with them because of the relationship that would have been developed with those individuals, right? So all those are key ingredients, and those are things that we want to enshrine in our Powerhouse Syndicate as we relaunch our Powerhouse Syndicate team. And that's what we want to have in our business. We want to have more get-togethers. As I said, one of the first get-togethers going to be on the last Saturday of October. Right? It's going to be a team training. It's going to be a meet and greet. That's the main thing. Of course, we're going to do some training, but it's a meet and greet, and just come and fellowship with each other and hear from each other and that kind of thing. Because to do this thing, it takes teamwork, right? And how you build a team is just by building relationships, building friendships, right? In terms of what it is you can do now to have more success in your business, one is by you developing yourself, right? Two is by really learning how to market or approach people. Is you invite people to take a look at some information. Your goal is not to try and convince them and say, hey, you have to use this. You listen first, listen to see if there's a need. And if there is a need, right, you invite them to take a look at some information. Well, or you could even share your own personal testimony, but don't let it be that you're forcing them to buy something, because people don't like to be sold on anything, right? However, people like to buy. So you need to know how to manage your approach towards people, so that you don't come off as nagging or running somebody down. All right. So those are some of the things that you want. Those are some of the things that you want to start doing to really elevate it in the right direction. Right. What some of the other things, let me see, I think we spoke on team building, network marketing. I hope I would have covered, if not all of the topics that was asked in the group, right? based on what I've said so far, is there any questions with regards to that? Feel free, just unmute your mic, or if you're not on the panel, you could actually text in the group, because I will get it here. I have my phone right here. I will get it right here and see if there's any other questions probably you want me to address.
Hi, Stefan.
Hey, Julissa.
Just basically, I guess not necessarily a question, but just to share like some of your icebreakers or some of the ways that you would possibly approach a customer or a potential customer, because that's one of my biggest downfalls. In as in sometimes you're just not sure how to approach somebody, or
Mhm.
also like how to close deals. Like you have they ask you, you listen, you say what you have to say, but basically how to close a deal.
Okay, excellent question, Julicia. And one of the things I can tell you that I do to actually avoid that, because believe it or not, I'm a shy person. So in terms of approaching a person personally, I'm not gonna approach a person to buy a product or you actually join the business. What I let work for me is actually like they call it indirect marketing, because I use marketing or paid marketing via whether it be Facebook. Um, Before I actually go into Facebook, let me share a little something that I did recently. Again, this was recommended by Dale Calvert. It's something called drop cards. I don't know if you can see this here. I can see it. I'll put it up to the camera. All right, it's a drop card. It looks something like a US $100 bill, and it's just a cool way of piquing interest. That's what I do. That's all I do. I pique interest with people, right, via different methods. This is one, and when their interest is piqued, I share some information with them. Right, that might be in the form of a video. Most times, it's in form of a video explaining to them either, well, for this one, this is about the business, right? But it could go either way. So just to give you an example of what this says, this one says major US corporation is seeking individuals in your area to develop a home-based business. $100,000 plus first year potential. To see if you qualify, complete questionnaire at, and I have a link there where they can actually go and complete a questionnaire, and it's just a cool way of capturing that person's information. So, just to give you an example of what that questionnaire will ask is basically, like, why it is you looking for an opportunity right now, and how much you want to make, and how much you actually have to invest. So when I collect these, what we refer to them in network marketing as prospects or leads, is that I can now call these people and say something like, it's much easier. Hey, recently you responded to a question, you responded to something about so and so, right? So this is one way. Again, so it's like a marketing tool. So the marketing tool I will be using in this is the drop cards. That's one. The other, for me, most popular one that I use is Facebook marketing, and that's actually a little easier in that you basically you could pay Facebook to target certain people. So let's say I have a page, of course, up, and I will have a post running about the tea. And because the tea is being marketed and people are inquisitive by nature, I target certain people, certain individuals, people, women between a certain age, women who are into health and fitness and who will be interested in that. And Facebook allows you to do all those things. And the ad now will target those people. Those people respond on the ad asking for more information, and I will basically take it from there. When a person asks for more information, I would the main objective is for me to find out what they really want. Because some people might ask about the tea, but the tea, asking about the price for a tea does nothing for me. What I really want, or what I would really want, is to find out what is their aim. Why does it want to lose the tea? And in most cases, some people want to lose, weight, right? And it end up being not just tea they're buying, but tea resolution and stuff like that. And again, Julissa, that is also covered in terms of step by step what I would say and everything in the customer retention system, retail to recruit system, sorry. All right. So if you haven't gotten a whole of that as yet, I can send it to you and I will also post it in your group with regards to what I see. But in terms of approach, to answer your question again, it comes back to marketing for me. I don't do it personally. I let marketing tools do the work for me. So if you're a shy person like myself, you can let marketing tools do the work for you. Facebook, drop cards, some people have little flyers and stuff like that that will pique interest in people, and you can take it from there. All right. Anything else? Again, you can unmute your mic if you have a question or just post in the group. We have a couple more minutes. I want to round up at 10. Anybody have anything that they'd like to add or say? Any more questions? Anything that was said? Feel free. This is the forum, guys. You know, we want to be open. We want to be transparent. And if there's something that you have a challenge with, I could actually answer it or point you in the right direction to get your answer. Okay, so I guess not for now. I'm not seeing any questions in the group. So again, this is one of the first of after our relaunch, you know, getting back out there, and we're going to be having these weekly. In the coming weeks, I'm going to focus more on certain topics or certain aspects of the business, lead generation, customer retention, and so forth. Obviously, we can't do everything one time because there's so much different parts. So in the coming weeks, I'm going to be focusing on those things and really providing some information that would hopefully help you develop your business faster, right? And get some more results, or better results. All right. So again, thanks for coming, for being here on the Hangout. All right. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the evening. All right. And have a blessed night, guys. Thanks. Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Name.
All right, good night. All right, good night, everybody.